Well, hello, and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. If you are new here and it's your first time joining me, thank you. My name is Ange, aka 50 Cents UK, and of course to all my regular degulars, thank you again. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I continue to be so surprised that you actually want to watch my videos. Like, I'm still kind of dealing with that. I don't have my head around that, but anyway, today's video is all about the perfumes that I no longer want, the decluttered perfumes. Now, lately, I've kind of changed my attitude and my outlook to what I keep in my collection. So now I really only want perfumes that I use. I don't want no dead perfumes that I never reach for in my collection, taking up precious storage space. And if someone else can get some joy and happiness out of them, then why not? Do you know what I mean? Like, share the love. If you don't love it, someone else will. And if there are any perfumes that I mention for whatever reason that I decluttered or I don't like anymore, or that just don't work for me, please don't be offended, especially if they're your favourites, because, you know, we've all got different opinions, different tastes, you know, different strokes for different folks, as they say. So without further ado, let's get into this declutter. Okay, so the first one on the chopping block is this one, and this is by Shawn Mendes, and it's called Signature 2. Now, when I got this, I did quite like it, and I do think it is quite an unusual scent for a celebrity scent. It is very, very unisex, so it's definitely not a feminine perfume. It's woody, it's spicy, it does have some sweetness. I think there's some pear and some pineapple in this, and when you first spray it, the opening, you do get that zesty fruitiness from it, which I really like, but it doesn't last, so that goes away quite quickly and you're left with kind of like a very dry woody base, which I don't particularly love. It's not awful and it doesn't smell rank or anything, it's just not really my cup of tea. I suppose I do like some unisex perfumes, but I gravitate more towards more feminine, sweet kind of perfumes, and this one just ain't it. But if someone else can enjoy it, then I'm here for it. So that one will definitely be passed on. Right, the next one that is going, I'm saying goodbye to, is this one. This is Stella McCartney's Pop. Now, really and truly, I did like the smell of this, and I kind of still do. I think it does have quite a pleasant smell, although a very synthetic smell. It has an unusual note of tomato leaf, which, yeah, I can kind of smell, but it's definitely not a dominant note in the perfume. This is more of a sweet, light, powdery floral, but I kid you not, this is literally, you spray it on your skin and like within, is it 15 minutes maybe? Like, there isn't a trace of this. You cannot smell it. It's so faint, so light, it's just not worth it. Like, you might as well just spray deodorant and be done with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no performance in this perfume whatsoever. And as you can see, like, I've literally not bothered reaching for this whatsoever because I don't see the point. It's such a poor performer. I'd rather just like have a shower and just smell of my shower gel than this, to be fair. So yeah, that one's a goner. Right, so these next ones I don't still have in my possession, so I will just put pictures up on the screen. And I decluttered Black Opium Illicit Green. So yeah, I thought Illicit Green I was going to really love because it has a fig note in it. I don't have a lot of perfumes that have fig in, but I do like fig as a note in perfumes that I have smelled and tested. So I was expecting something really different, and to me it just fell a bit flat. It wasn't that different. It wasn't that long lasting. There was nothing to write home about. So yeah, I gave that one away to a friend of mine that doesn't own any of the Black Opium, so she was really, really happy with it, and she continues to be happy with it. So the next one I decluttered, do you know what? I'm literally heartbroken because I don't know why I decluttered it, if I'm being honest, because I actually loved it, but I just wasn't using it. I kind of like used it and used it and used it for a long time, and then like it was overused, so I kind of got fed up with it. But now that I don't have it, I'm desperately like missing it and wanting it back, but I can't ask for it back. So, and the one I'm talking about is Chance Eau Fraiche by Chanel. I had a huge 200ml bottle of that. I used a fair bit, and then, as I said, I got a bit fed up with it. But, oh, do you know what? I really want that one back in my collection, because it is a gorgeous perfume. It is a lovely citrusy, woody, musky perfume. It's fresh, but it's not like a traditional Fraiche. It's got quite good lasting power, considering that it is an eau de toilette, and it has a uniqueness about it. I don't know what it is. There's a bit of a sexiness, a bit of a uniqueness, which you don't normally get in fresh smelling perfumes. So that one I am going to repurchase, and yeah, I regret getting rid of that one. Really wonderful perfume. Apologies if you can hear noise in the background. Like, my kids are making bare noise today, even though I keep telling them, can you like pipe down? I'm trying to film, but they take no notice. You know what kids are like. But anyway, apologies if you can hear shrieks in the background. Nobody's being strangled. It's just my kids. Anyway, the next one that I decluttered, do you know what? I don't know. I was on a roll of decluttering, and I actually don't regret this one. It is Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. Yes, I decluttered it. And you know why? Because I want to get the intense version. I prefer the intense version. I think the original Coco Mam is lovely, but I just became a bit bored of it. You know, like, I was smelling it everywhere, because like literally, I think half the women in my workplace wear that perfume. So I was smelling it all the time, and it's a lot of people's signature scent for good reason. Trust me, I don't dislike it. I do like it. But for me, it was a little bit overplayed, and I was thinking, I smelt the intense. I preferred the intense. So get rid of the original. Let someone else enjoy it, and I shall get the intense. And that's exactly what Next one I got rid of. It's from Mancera. Now, we all know I love a Mancera, but this was the worst performing Mancera perfume that I had ever experienced. It's Indian Dream, and it was just a boring, fruity floral, nothing to write home about. And the performance wasn't that great. Like, it's not beast mode. It's not hugely strong. It didn't last ages. There was nothing unique about it. And a lot of the Mancera perfumes that I own and love have a uniqueness about them. There's something that you just can't get enough of in those perfumes. Indian Dream was just meh to me. Like, literally, I thought it was a waste of money. So yeah, got rid of that one. Bye, Indian Dream. Right, the next one I got rid of. This might be a shocker to people that watch me regularly. And it is Mancera's Instant Crush. Yes, I got rid of Instant Crush. And you know why? Because it's so similar to Baccarat Rouge, and I prefer Baccarat Rouge, unfortunately. So I just thought, you know what? Somebody that doesn't own Baccarat Rouge, that wants that kind of vibe, not that they're exact, but they're in the similar ballpark, as we know. And so I gave it to a friend of mine, and she loves it. Nothing wrong with that perfume. I love it. If I didn't own Baccarat Rouge, I would have kept it. But because I prefer Baccarat Rouge over Instant Crush, I gave it away. And, you know, this is what I do. A lot of my friends don't have many perfumes. Like, they like perfumes, but they don't collect them like me. They're not fanatical like me. So sometimes I just gift them out, because why not? Do you know what I mean? If I've got joy, why don't I spread the joy amongst people that I care about? And that is what I tend to do. So I gave that away to my friend. She loves it. She's enjoying it. It is not a bad perfume. Like I said, if I didn't have BR540, I would have kept it. Right, another shocker. I decluttered Maison Lancome's Roses Berberanza. Yeah, I can't quite believe it myself, but you know what? I don't actually regret that one. Now, I did love that perfume once upon a time, and I still like it, but not a love. okay? And I think since somebody said to me that it smells like burning tyres or burning rubber, it really put me off of it. And it became a little bit too sickly sweet for me as well, if I'm being honest. And I do love a really sweet perfume, but there was something about it that kind of started to grate on me. So I just thought, you know what? I can't be dealing with burnt tyres or smelling like rubber. So I thought, well, I might as well get rid. I might as well say goodbye. So I did actually sell that one because my bottle was pretty full, and I think it's discontinued if I'm not mistaken. So it's quite sought after. So yeah, I made my money back-ish on that one. So yeah, I don't regret it. And I do still love Maison Lancôme as a house though, as a range. Sorry, I love those perfumes. Right, so I also decluttered my bottle of Girl of Now by Elie Saab, and that's the original Girl of Now. I do still own Girl of Now Shine, which I also did declutter, but then I repurchased because I miss that one like crazy. Like, why do we do that? Get rid of something and then want it back. It's so mad. But anyway, that's what people like me do, like mad people them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Girl of Now, the original, I got rid of because I prefer Shine. And the original, I don't know if it's because there wasn't as much of a fruitiness to it like the Shine, because I think Shine has pineapple in it and it's a little bit brighter, a little less dense, and I actually really enjoy Shine a hell of a lot more. So nothing against the original Girl of Now, because I would still wear it. If somebody gave me a bottle for nothing and said, you know, here's a present, I'm not going to like turn my nose up at it. I would still keep it and wear it. However, I just didn't feel the need to have it in my collection anymore because I have Shine and I prefer Shine. And do you know what? As I said, I don't want anything in my collection anymore that I'm not going to wear on a regular. I want to be using and abusing my perfume. Right. I also decluttered a lot of people's favourite perfume or signature scent, and that is Valentino's Donna Born in Roma. Now, the new intense version is the one that I really want to try. I don't want to blind buy it though. I want to try it first just in case. But the original Born in Roma, do you know what? There was so much hype around it. I blind bought it and I just thought, like, I don't get the hype. Like, what is all the fuss about of this perfume? It is very generic. It's just a fruity floral. There's nothing special about it, in my opinion. I know a lot of people love that fragrance and it's a lot of people's signature scent. It's a lot of people's ride or die. But for me, it was just a bit boring, like a bit lackluster, a bit run of the mill. But as I said, I do fancy trying out the new one because it sounds a lot more exciting. So I will definitely try the new one. And if I do get it, I will talk about it, of course, on my channel and let you know my thoughts. So the next one that I decluttered is Dior's J'adore. And that is just the original eau de parfum. And I suppose like the reason I decluttered that one is because I had a huge bottle of it, never reached for it. Very, very floral perfume. I'm not the biggest fan of florals, as you would know if you've been here before. It was just an okay run-of-the-mill white floral perfume to me. Good performance though, I must say, good lasting power. But I actually own J'adore L'Or, which has a bit more vanilla. It has tonka in it. I actually prefer how that one smells because there's a bit more sweetness in there, and it also seems to last a lot longer on my skin, performs better, and that one's actually a compliment getter. So yeah, but the original one I just thought is just a bit too boring for me. So yeah, I passed that one on as well. I also decluttered my Marc Jacobs Daisy Oh So Intense. Now, first of all, I do like the smell of that one. I do think it is pretty, it's pleasant, it's feminine. It has some nice strawberry in the opening and it does have honey in it, which gives it a lovely sweetness. But the name, Oh So Intense, there was nothing intense about it. I'm sorry. It was still a very light perfume. Probably better than the original Daisy, I would say. But nothing to write home about. It kind of like grated on me a little bit, and it kind of faded into nothingness after probably maybe 2 hours or so. And to me, the strawberry in it wasn't as prominent as I wanted it to be. So yeah, it's an okay perfume. I'm not saying I hate that one, but I just don't think they should have called it Oh So Intense, because it's oh so not intense. And yeah, just nothing special, nothing groundbreaking. I barely reached for it. It was quite a nice summery scent. Actually, I did wear it a bit in the summer and I liked it, but there's other ones that I much prefer. Right, so I also decluttered Mugler's Alien Fusion. I know, like, I love that perfume, but I kind of like was on this kick of, as I said, getting rid of perfumes that I haven't used or don't reach for. And I had quite a lot of Aliens and different flankers and realised that I love the OG. Like, to me, the original Alien is just amazing. And then Alien Essence Absolute, oh, that is my absolute bae when it comes to Alien. But Alien Fusion, so it's got the cinnamon, the ginger, it's a bit spicy, a bit warm, a bit peppery. I kind of wasn't really going for that one. If I fancied an Alien, it would either be original Alien or the Essence Absolute. And I was always like bypassing the Fusion. And so one of my friends who absolutely loved Alien Fusion and finished her bottle, I gave it to her because I thought, why not? Because I'm not using it. I'm just sitting there looking at it in my collection. It's quite lonely. It's not doing anything. So I might as well give it to someone who's going to give it some love and some wear. So yeah, that's what I did. I just thought, it's not my favourite Alien. I don't dislike it. In fact, I like it. If I didn't have any other Aliens, I would have kept it. However, I don't think it's the best performing Alien either out of all the Aliens. Right, so the last one that I decluttered recently is Carolina Herrera's Good Girl Legere. Now, the reason I got rid of this one, I was expecting it to be like a really kind of creamy, milky version of Good Girl. And I didn't really pick that up, if I'm honest. Like, there wasn't much of that. Is it Dolce de Leche or something that's in there? I don't know if I said that right. But anyway, I was expecting it to be like a really sweet, kind of milky, creamy perfume, and to be quite different from the original. And I didn't find it any of those things. Not a bad perfume again, quite a nice perfume. I prefer original Good Girl. Like, that one is fire to me, original Good Girl. But the Legere, it just fell a bit flat, wasn't what I was expecting. I didn't think the performance on that one was as good as the original. And like, literally, I had a full bottle of it. I think I sprayed it maybe 2-3 times maximum, and I was just underwhelmed by it. So I thought, why not pass that on? And I think I sold that one, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I had to say goodbye to Good Girl. So that's it, my friends. Those are the perfumes that I have recently decluttered. Let me know in the comments what you've decluttered, and do you regret decluttering anything? Because as I say, I have a couple of regrets, but that's life. We move on. A new perfume comes out and we forget. Well, we kind of do, but you know what I'm saying. So if you haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you would consider doing so. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.